Well, Uganda has declared President Yoweri Museveni the winner of the 2026 presidential election, extending his long hold on power after a tightly watched vote. The focus now is on the post-election mood as well as security situation. Let's welcome SABC News correspondent Michael Baleke, who's joining us on the line from Kampala in Uganda. Michael, it's good to have you with us once again today. Good afternoon. So the results in the Ugandan polls are officially in. Yoweri Museveni re-elected with a landslide victory, I might add. Now, yesterday we spoke about the result. I wanted to know if the observers had in fact declared the election as free and fair. What is actually contained in the, of course, post-election report?
Well, right now, I want to tell you there's some kind of calm, Alicia, in Kampala. It's on many parts of the country. There's some kind of relief. People are happy the elections are over. President Museveni definitely was yesterday announced winner. You know, he beat 8 other candidates, including his main challenger, former pop star and opposition politician Bobi Wine. There was some jubilation, not many jubilations that we saw in pockets of jubilations in Kampala and some parts of the country. But the mood is still calm, some kind of uncertainty and kind of laid back compared to the tension that was on the build-up to the election day. But of course, the election report says that the president won by more than 70% of the vote. And yes, they agreed that there was some post-election violence. As we speak right now, President Museveni has just given his first speech as president of the country. And, well, he defended the violence, saying that he is the one who ordered for the deployment of the security around the country in order to secure the country, because there were intelligence reports that there might be some terror attacks on Uganda. And he says he's the one who ordered his men. And he, interestingly, in a few words, blamed the violence on the opposition politicians. Alicia?
Very interesting indeed. Now, is the internet still down in Uganda, Michael? And what is the latest in regards to the post-election violence as well? We understand that celebrations are currently taking place, but not on public streets.
Yeah. Well, what I would want to say is that late Saturday, everyone there was some kind of relief when we all had the pops coming off our phones, messages and all that. And we knew the internet was restored. That was on Saturday night. But this morning, the Uganda Communications Commission, that is in charge of the mobile, of the internet, said that they have definitely switched on the internet, but certain things like messaging apps, things to do with social media, are inconsistent. They're off and on in some places, because immediately they are switched on, we started knowing what happened a week before. A lot of uploads of the violence, a lot of uploads of rigging, a lot of uploads of stuff that happened that people did not know about. And the UCC is worried that this might be miscommunication or something that has been made up by the public. However, I would want to say that there has not been violence anymore. We saw some patrols in the night by the military. During the day this morning up to now, there has been some kind of laxity in the security. We are not seeing many men in uniform on the streets. We're only seeing some on pickup trucks moving around, patrolling, but not as much as it was a few days before the election and into the election. For now, what I want to say is a piece of quiet. Many people we have seen have come out a bit to move around, preparing for an early Monday back to business as usual. Alicia?
Well, Michael, the latest news or speculation now has shifted to the growing topic of the succession of Museveni. What is the word on the ground? We hear opposition parties are not letting up on the allegations of an unfair election, but are they saying anything about actively cooking up a plan to possibly dethrone Museveni?
For now, we have not yet, it's still too early the opposition has not yet come up with those next steps on what might happen. President Museveni today said, well, he was very happy that he was voted and thanked the country for voting him into power again. He was wondering why the young people are not, do not want to consult old men like him, but he was happy that he was back. And he said, actually, that his first thing when he comes into office will be to concentrate on wealth creation, because he felt that this is where the situation and the problem is with the young people who want him out of office. So he says he's going to concentrate on the young people to give them more wealth. But interestingly, he also said he would want to make people who are rich even richer, to increase their capacity. He also said he wants to build up security for the country, because he has realized there are intelligence reports pointing to attacks on security installation. And he says if you want to do that to Uganda, you will need to first sign a death warrant before you do that. He has also sent a strong warning to his opposition mate, Bobi Wine, saying that he has the capacity to destroy the opposition in this country because they are telling people lies. He has also spoken about oil and gas. He says once the oil starts flowing, the first thing he's going to do is build up infrastructure. The train is going to build trains, is going to build, increase the capacity of socio-economic development, so that these young people who feel aggrieved with Bobi Wine can get something into their pockets. But the issue of who comes next after him, that is still on the table. We're yet to see, as it's still too early to tell, and it's still too early to know what the opposition is cooking, Alicia.
Thank you so much for that very comprehensive update. That is SABC News correspondent Michael Baleke, live to us from Kampala out in Uganda, where we understand there's relative calm post the official election results being announced yesterday.